Alrighty, there we are. Sound is synced. Another week, another episode of the Everybody and Their Mom podcast. The podcast their been their mom is fucking listening to. How we doing, boys? Hope you guys doing well. Coming at you with another week, another episode. This is episode number 78. Here we are. Sorry about the late episode. I was gonna do it on Sunday. It's just some changes came in on that day. I'm gonna do another Sunday episode from here on out. Basically, some like family shit came up. I had to like adjust my time throughout the day. So, in hindsight, I probably could have done it. So, given that this Sunday will be regular time, like in the morning, I want to say like around. I want to say about like 10 or 11. I'll probably do it. 11, leading 11, because I got to do stuff in the morning on Sundays. But back to our regularly scheduled programming. Sorry again for the Tuesday episode. Tuesday doesn't really happen often, but we'll be back Sunday. And let's see with our first topic. Let's see what we got here. Did I not write this? Oh, here we go. Da, 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 da. So we are in the middle of the NBA playoffs, boys. Let me see, got you right here. The Spurs made a series of it yesterday. I think last time we were here, the finals were just beginning. Uh, let's recap a little bit before that. So game one was in San Antonio. So was game two. Game one, the Knicks ended up winning. Ended up coming down to the Spurs committing a lot of turnovers and uh, the Spurs coming up with like really bad shot selections really late. Hello, Ronnie. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me today. So that was game one. As you can see here, the Knicks took over in the fourth. A common theme this series has been the Spurs comes out hot. They come out hot, jump to like a double-digit lead, but they don't maintain that lead. Part of that has to do with Wemby going to the bench, and that keeps the Knicks alive throughout these games. Game two, I wasn't able to catch it. I was at the theater. I figured the Spurs would have tied it, but oh man, they ended up choking it. Wemby is soft. Oh boy, he's a little frail. But last game he played it more aggressive. But in game two, as we can see here, I was able to watch the first quarter, and the Spurs were up by like 9. I just thought they were going to roll from there, but in the second and the third, the Knicks ended up taking over. I think part of that to do with just turnovers. Also, they were just turning the ball over way too much, giving the Knicks easy baskets, and they were shooting it very well, especially the 3 point shot. Um, Late in the game, the Spurs came back to tie it, but Wemby turned the ball over, threw it behind. He hit his teammate in the back of the ball, and that was pretty much the game. But yesterday, uh, they turned the aggressive. Oh, sorry, wrong game. They turned the aggression back the other direction, and the Spurs were able to take game three in New York. Let's see. The Spurs came out hot, as per usual, but damn, that second quarter, look at that. 42 in the second. That's insane. But the Knicks weren't able to replay or redo that second quarter. Look at that fourth, man. The fourth scored 20 points. Third quarter on 27, and it was bad, man. The Knicks definitely came out. I think a lot like they weren't able to make the three as often. Let's see, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 2, 0 for 2. Yeah, and then Bridges gave you nothing. Towns 11. Yeah, just not enough, and not enough from the bench either. 4, 3, 7. Yeah, Shamit 1 for 8 when normally he makes like at least 2 or 3 a game. Not good, not good. But shout out to the Spurs coming out hot. It was really yeah, Castle and Wembanyama 23, 32. There you go. Look at the bench, 13 from Harper, 7. Just all around more from the all around instead of just the star player. I think Brunson had he had 32, but OG did well. That's good. But another close game, another close one. The refs were kind of letting them play in the first half. Second half, they were blowing the whistle more in the Spurs' favor. But yeah, game 4 will be, I believe, Friday or tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's tomorrow because they played yesterday. It should be tomorrow. Yeah, 5:30 tomorrow. That'll be funny because the U.S. plays after for the World. No, wait, no. It's the Chechnya. I'll look at it right now because the World Cup begins on Thursday. Thursday. I was getting mixed up with the dates for a moment there. Anyways, game 3, 4, and 5 we are at least guaranteed. So game 4 is tomorrow. Game 5 is Saturday. And game 6, if need be, will be Tuesday and then a Friday, next Friday. Should be fun. Should be fun. Let's see. That's the NBA. Let's see what's up with. Let me see. I started with NBA. I guess let's go into the World Cup now because I just mentioned that. The World Cup schedule is beginning. Let's see here. The first game is on Thursday. That's why I got mixed up with tomorrow. Tomorrow was Thursday. But no, the first game is on Thursday. Mexico is hosting against South Africa. The night game on Thursday is South Korea and Chechnya. The U.S. plays their first game on Friday at 6. And then, let's see, Saturday there's 4 games, and Sunday there's 4 games. Saturday, I'm looking forward to seeing Brazil and probably Switzerland. Probably. And then on Sunday, I'm looking forward to seeing Germany, Japan, and Netherlands. Yeah, it was probably the most. Sweden, kind of, but not really. More Germany, Japan, Netherlands, Brazil, the U.S., and Mexico. Those are the games I'm most looking forward to. As far as Sunday, I'm not gonna go over every stage of the way, because it's a long tournament. It's like a month long. If anything, let's look at the stages, the groups. I mean, because I think that'll have a better idea of how the groups are. So let's pick 2 per group because I know only 2 advances. First group, we got Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and Chechnya. This is a pretty decent group. It's not very difficult. No one's like that good compared to the other. South Africa and South Korea are usually pretty good. Chechnya is all right. Mexico is all right. I'm gonna go to pick 2 teams here. I think Mexico is gonna get the whistle, the FIFA whistle, because they're a host nation. Excuse me. So I think Mexico makes it barely, and I think I'm gonna go Chechnya. Yeah, I think Chechnya. South Korea, usually their football team is. I haven't really kept up, but they're okay. Soccer team's okay. South Africa, they're okay, but I'm gonna go with those 2. All right, Group B: Canada, Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. I'm gonna go with Canada and Switzerland. I think those 2 are the 2 best teams in that group. Group C: Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland. I'm gonna go with Brazil and Morocco. I think both those teams have a good core to make it past the group stage. Group D: USA, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. Yay! I'm gonna go with the U.S. and Paraguay. I think those 2 are gonna make it. Same thing with the U.S. They're gonna need help from the FIFA whistle because they're a host nation. Turkey is gonna be a tough out. Same with Mexico, getting a tough out with South Africa or South Korea. Group E, let's go Germany and let's go Ecuador. Ecuador for Ronnie. Let's go, Ronnie. Make it, dude. Ronnie, if Ecuador beats Germany, bro, you got to have like a shot, dude. You got to throw like a party if Germany wins that game. I mean, if Ecuador beats Germany. All right, let's see. We got Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia. This is a hard one right here. I got Netherlands for sure. and it's going to be between Sweden and Japan. I'm a root for Japan, but I think it's going to be Sweden. I'm rooting for Japan though. Let's go. Then we got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. I'm gonna go with Belgium for sure, and I want to say Egypt. They're a pretty decent squad. Then we got Spain, Cabo Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. I'm gonna go with Spain and Uruguay, and then France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway. I'm gonna go with France and Senegal. No, Norway. Part of me wants to take Senegal. I'll be rooting for Senegal, but no. Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. I'm gonna go Austria, Argentina. Damn, there's a lot of groups this year. Two more. Portugal, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uzbekistan, Colombia. I'm gonna go Portugal and Colombia. And the last one, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. I'm gonna go England and Croatia. With all these teams here, though, the teams that I realistically think have a chance of winning it all are in this order. Well, in order particularly: Brazil, Spain, and France. I think one of those three teams is going to be the winner. If you have to give me one dark horse, like if I had to pick one dark horse team this year, I have two buddies that have said Portugal, so I'm gonna throw them in there because I wanna shout them out because I'm hearing a lot of rumbling about Portugal. Part of me thinks they're uh, Ronaldo fans, so I don't want to give him my 100% pick, but I'll throw him out there. I'm kind of leaning for a dark horse, maybe England, or I was leaning Germany or Netherlands, but I'm thinking Netherlands a little bit more. So I'm going England. Nah, Netherlands. England, they usually make it far, but they never win it. So I'm gonna go with the Portugal or Netherlands as a dark horse pick. But if you had to tell me, gun to my head, pick one team to win it all, I think Spain has it this year. I think they have a really good squad, favorable matchups, but I think it's going to be Spain versus France when it's all said and done. Spain versus France. Let me see. That's the NBA Finals, the World Cup. Let's see. UFC 250. Here we go. Our predictions for this weekend's big event, UFC Freedom 250. Here we are at the White House this Sunday at 5 o'clock on Paramount Plus and CBS. That the line on the White House starts at 5. It's only seven. I think 7 fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 fights. Let's begin. Our first fight is going to be second-ranked Diego Lopez against ninth-ranked Steve Garcia. Diego Lopez 27-8, Steve Garcia 19-5, coming off a win. Steve is the larger man by 1 inch and about a 2.5 inch reach advantage. Diego Lopez is actually one of my favorite fighters. My chemical throwmans, as we call him. We do the because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. He has the emo mullet. If he beat Volkanovski, I was gonna buy a shirt like his like a tee from UFC.com, but he lost. So unfortunately, he's really good 145er. I remember the first time I saw him, and I was like, this guy looks terrible, and he was amazing. I was like, holy shit! Never judge a book by its cover when it comes to fighting ever again. So I'm gonna be rooting for Diego, but I'm gonna be picking Steve Garcia as the one of the few underdogs here. I think Diego has kind of settled in a way, and what I mean by that is he's kind of now become like the gatekeeper to the champion because he's kind of shown that he's good enough to compete for the title, but not win it. And then we have Steve here. Steve has really quick hands, fast hands, and he can fucking throw, dude. He's trying to fight for a title, compete for, get into that upper echelon of competition of competitors. And I think Steve here, as a slight dog, could do it. Um, I think Diego has better grappling overall, but I like Steve here. I like Steve's hands. Um, I think it's like a plus 135 underdog. So yeah, like I said, I'm rooting for Diego. Like I said, if he wins, I'll be happy. But I think I'm a bet on Steve here. Next fight, Bo Nickel, Kyle Dawkins. If there's anyone here that is a lock on this card, it is Bo Nickel. He is Trump's one of his favorite fighters. He only lost one time to De Ritter, who was pretty good. I think he's like top 15 ranked. Yeah, Bo's getting into that upper echelon of 185ers. He wins this one, and one more to probably set himself up for a title contention because the division is so fucking thin. Well, not thin, is that it's in limbo right now because of the injury that happened with Olberg. They did announce Yuri and fuck, what was his name? Brazilian dude. Uh, fuck, they made Remy Martin. Fuck, what was his name? Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I think Bo's gonna win this one for sure. 8-1. Kyle 17-4. I think Bo by submission. Hey, but Kyle's got some size to him, 6'3". It's not bad. But I think Bo wins by sub. I think that's gonna be the most boring fight of the night. I'm not gonna lie. Here we go. A fun one. Chandler versus Rufy. I got Rufy here. Chandler's an entertaining fighter. He's fun to watch. He brings a crowd into it, but he's not a real contender anymore. Whereas Rufy has won a couple fights now, trying to get himself back into title contention. I think the win here and one more will give him that 3-inch height, almost 4-inch reach advantage. I think he's going to be able to pick him apart outside and go for those like more wind up throws. If you want to see, for example, when he knocked out Bobby Green with that spinning wheel kick, that'll be open. The knees, elbows, I think will be available. I think Chandler keeps his own on the feet, and I do think this is going to be one of the more entertaining fights on the card. I think Diego and Steve's going to be a slobber knocker, straight up hands. Bo Nickel, a bit more grappling, and Rufy Chandler. This should be fun. That should be entertaining as well. Entertaining striking match. And here we go. Probably the fan favorite of the night. We got Hokit versus Derek Lewis. The fight that got added, I think, just 2 months ago. Hokit 9-0, Derek Lewis 29-13. But Derek has the most amount of knockouts, I believe, in UFC history, but definitely in heavyweight history. Derek is the bigger man, 6'3", outweighs him by about 30 pounds. Longer. Ooh, I did not know this. Almost a 6-inch reach advantage for Derek Lewis. I think if Derek wins this, it's going to be by knockout. That's the only way. I think I'm going to go Derek Lewis by knockout. Don't get me wrong, Josh Hokit, from his, I think he's had 4 fights in the UFC now. From what I see from him, he's a very well-rounded fighter. So gimmick aside, when he's not like doing the whole Macho Man Randy Savage skit, he's a very well-rounded fighter. He's a 235er in the heavyweight division, so he's big enough to take everyone's best punch while also nimble enough to not gas himself out. And I think that showed itself especially against Curtis Blades. Both those guys were fucking dead by the late second. I thought that fight was going to end in the first round. I think this one is going to end late first, early second. Yeah, I think Derek is going to kind of like hold himself. And then when the opportunity shows itself, he's going to then go for that knockout punch. And since this fight was made within 2 months, and because of the damage that Hokit took against Blades, I think his chin is susceptible. and he did get rocked several times in that Blades fight. So with the little time he has to prepare, well, less time to prepare, on top of the damage that he took, and Derek's knockout capability, and this is again the advantage that Bo Nickel has is that Trump is one of his favorite fighters. So I mean, I was judges maybe wins around here that they shouldn't take. Nah, I think this is going to be a finish. I think Hoke, if he gets volume on Derek, he can get Derek to fold. But I don't think because Derek has shown that in some situations where if you're just able to just like outstrike him and he counters and he's just not able, because he telegraphs his punches, you can see it coming a mile away, and he telegraphs it and he's just not able to land it. Like I've seen him get gassed, like get a couple body blows, attack the legs, and he just starts going like breathing heavy. And then you get to that late second round, you start getting that volume on him, and he goes away. I've seen it happen. So Hoke is a heavy favorite, as he should be. But I think this the fun money is Derek Lewis by knockout. I don't think I'm gonna do it, but if there was anything to bet on this one, it would be Lewis by knockout or the under, because either Lewis by knockout or Hoke by TKO. Hoke isn't going to knock him out, but he'll like by a flurry of punches, and the ref just stops it. Um, yeah, those two are definitely going to happen there. So this is going to be a fun one too. So slobber knocker in heavyweight, fun striking match at lightweight. That's 155, I believe, right? Oh yes, 155. Um, grappling match at 185 and featherweight 145. Fun striking match 145. Then we get to 135 bantamweight O'Malley Zahabi. So this is a situation where I think this is almost like a number one contender fight, because if I believe they're going to rematch Marab and Jan again for the title, and I think the winner of this is going to fight the winner of Jan and Marab. Let me see. O'Malley coming off a big win against Yadong. Zahabi coming off another big win. O'Malley 4-inch height advantage and almost a 4-inch reach advantage. I think that's going to be the difference in the fight here. I think Zahabi has really good hands as well, but I think in a straight up striking match, O'Malley has such an advantage on the division because of his height. I mean, I'm only 5'10" and I weigh like 170. So if I were to like do a whole camp, I would probably fight like a 145, 155, right? But O'Malley is fighting at 135, and this fucker's almost 6 feet tall, and he has so like 4 inches is like what like my whole hand. So like he has a whole hand advantage against guys that are like 5'7", 5'8". Yeah, it's huge. He's one of the bigger stars in the company. They want him to be champion, or at least be competing for being in the contendership for being a champion. So I'm gonna go with O'Malley here, especially because I think Zahabi doesn't have the capability to take him to the ground, and in a straight striking match, I think O'Malley just has that advantage. Um, there we go. Now we get to the co-main. Alex Pereira moving up to heavyweight to fight Cyril Gahn. Pereira is going to go for his third belt in the UFC. This is going to be a heavyweight, like I mentioned. Cyril Gahn, this is his, I believe, fourth. Yeah, this is his fourth title fight in the UFC. He lost to John Jones. He lost to Francis Ngannou. He no contested against Tom Aspinall. And now this is his fourth heavyweight title fight. And I don't think he won any of them. No, he hasn't won one. So 4 times the charm, I guess, with Cyril Gahn. But no, seriously, I think Cyril, here, let me get my face out of the picture. He's a great athlete. His ability to move in and out of the pocket. He's like let me see. Yeah, he fights at 250, but he moves like he's 200 pounds, maybe 185. Like the way he's able to jump around, keep light on his toes, keeping the balls of his feet. Use his knees, elbows, use his jab to keep the fighters at range. He's a really good fighter, dude. Like The one thing he doesn't have is grappling, which was exposed by John Jones and Ngannou. Both those fights exposed that one. Sunday card, Ronnie, and it's probably one of the best cards ever. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even joking. Well, it's definitely the biggest card ever in the sense that there's never been more attention on a card for UFC than this one. I think the only other times where it was as big, like as much attention, was like UFC 100 and UFC 100, 300, and Khabib McGregor. Those are like the three biggest, I would say, like attention that the UFC got in terms of like ever. Because I remember UFC 100, Brock Lesnar, that was huge. Um, Here, let me show you guys real quick. Yeah, look at this, bro. This is back in the day. Yeah, Brock Lesnar, Frank Mir, George St. Pierre, Dan Henderson, Bisping. This is some OG shit right here, boys. Then we got UFC 300. This card was insane, boys. Looking back at it now, I mean, you had Pereira, Jean, Gaethje, Holloway, Oliveira, Sarukian, Bo Nickel. Yuri was in the prelims. Sterling, Harrison, Lopez, Turner, Green, Figueredo. Figueredo was the first fight. Like, damn, dude, UFC 300 that was something special. Let me see. I think Khabib versus Connor was UFC like 237, 229. Yeah, those are probably the three most iconic ones. Uh, in terms of like most attention. But this UFC card, now that it's at the White House, it's going to be on Paramount, which is a major distributor for film, right? It's Disney, Warner, Amazon, Universal, and then currently, Sony, and then now currently Netflix, Amazon, Apple, but the OG like five, it was one of those, and I think it's going to be on Channel Two. Also, I have to look at that up, but I do believe this is going to be on Channel Two, CBS Sunday night, the Sunday night slot. There's never been that before. There's been UFC on Channel 7 and 11, but they were never at this quality of fighters. Like they were always kind of like free events for to grow the sport. They weren't really like, hey, we're gonna give you the best we fucking have for free if you have antenna or whatever, if you have basic cable, Um, but yeah, this is a really good card. I mean, you can see there's two top 10 opponents, rising contender, two top 15s. Chandler was a champ. Well, he was a contender for a champion at one point. Two top 10 heavyweights, two top 10 bantamweights, and you have two title fights. So yeah, it's really the only thing that would make this card bigger would be if they had John Jones or Connor on it. But John Jones kept the UFC like on edge for like 2 years. Like they couldn't get him to fight Aspinall, who was the former heavyweight champion, and that took forever. So they just kind of gave up on that. Um, and then it ended in an eye poke with his last fight. So that's why Cyril Gahn is in the championship, and now Aspinall is like, it's really drama with like money and yeah, it's a money situation with that. So Cyril Gahn, fourth fight, um, and Connor, they set him up for later on this year, International Fight Week, for his comeback instead of it being at the White House because they really picked guys that they can 100% like lean on, like that aren't gonna be an embarrassment or fucking uh leave get injured at the last minute, like, oh, I can't fight, sorry, I my toe hurts. It's like, no, like we need for sure. It's like this is like they need this to be smooth sailings, to have no like minimal disruptions for this one. Um, and with that, think for I think Gon is gonna win. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna root for Pereira just because it'll be his third title, so it'll be his third belt in weight uh, for weight divisions. They don't hold belts like that anymore, but for the most part, it'll be very interesting to see if he's able to do it. Gon, I know, is the naturally bigger, well, heavier man, so he's gonna have they're the same height, 2 inch reach advantage, but the leg reach. I think this is gonna be one of those situations where Gon is gonna be able to pick him apart from the outside. But if Alex is able to keep the fight standing and in the pocket, because I don't think Gon is going to go for takedowns. And if he does, I think Alex is going to be good enough to keep him off, to keep it standing. So with that, I think Gon is going to be able to keep the jab flowing, leg kick, straight, mixed in spinning elbow. But eventually, he's going to get caught with Pereira's power. He's gonna feel it. And if it stays standing, I do think Pereira has the advantage there. So I think it's either going to be gone by decision or Pereira. Nah, gone by decision. If it was 3 rounds, yeah. I think Pereira by TKO is available because I don't think Gon is going to knock out Alex. I think he'll leg kick him. He'll be able to keep him into the outside, but once he feels that power, it's going to go. But the thing is, I've never seen Cyril get knocked out either. I've seen him get rocked. Actually, yeah. I've seen him get rocked by fucking. Who's that fat fuck? Not Tafa. He's the other fat fuck that he like does the shoey. I forgot his name. Yeah, honestly, I think Pereira's gonna win this. I think Pereira. I think Gon keeps him to the outside, and then by late round 2, early round 3, Pereira just catches him. I think he's gonna eventually catch him in the middle rounds. I don't think this goes 5 rounds, no. But this should be this is high level right here, boys. High level heavyweights. So yeah, I got Alex here. I got Alex. And then we go to the main event. The one we're all here to see, boys. Well, all these fights are amazing. I mean, names everywhere. Ilya, Gaethje, Pereira, Gon, O'Malley, Hoke, Lewis, Chandler, Rufy, Nico, Lopez. There's names all over this card. Like I said, they're not as big names for like casual audiences. Pereira is getting there. So is O'Malley for like more casuals. Chandler kind of, Lewis kind of, but like it's not fucking Ronda Rousey or McGregor or John Jones. It's this is the cream of the crop right here in terms of talent for the real fans. So we got Justin Gaethje here. I believe this is going to be his third title shot. I think he lost to. I know he lost to Khabib, and I think he lost to Islam. So I think this is his third title shot. It's probably his last chance too. Um, so Ilya is fighting at 155, defending the title. He's 17-0. He's coming off of 3. Well, he hasn't lost, and his 3-fight win streak consists of all pure knockouts against Oliveira, Volkanovski, and Holloway. He knocked them out all three in a row. Legends on their respective ways. Um, and then we have Gaethje coming off a huge win against Patty the Batty, where everybody picked Patty. He just fucking beat his ass for 5 rounds. It was crazy to watch. Like he just outworked him. Dude, he just kept it in the ground. He just kept it standing. He was like, nah, fuck this. Bah, bah, bah. Just able to his ability to keep Patty off of the ground because Patty wanted to take it down. His ability to keep the fight standing and his ability to mix it up, 1-2s, and to the body. Oh man, yeah, Justin's power really showed itself that day. Um, Everybody picked Patty, including myself. So shout out to Justin for winning that one. Justin has a 4-inch height advantage, 5 losses, but it's been a while. His losses are usually they're good losses. They're not like just to anybody. 1-inch reach advantage, 3-inch leg reach advantage. This is going to be another striking match because Justin has good wrestling but doesn't use it. Ilya has good wrestling but prefers to use his boxing to win. Ilya's been hyping this fight up by promoting himself, saying that he's going to get the first round knockout. I don't think it's going to come though. I think second or third round is more like it. I think Justin he has a big ass head and a good chin. I think he's able to take shots pretty well. I think he's able to dish out power as well. I mean, these are like, I know Ilya is a huge favorite, and I'm gonna pick him to win, but I wouldn't bet on that number unless you're gonna like parlay it. Cause I think it's like a 5 or 6-1 favorite, but really it should be more like a 2 or 3-1. Cause Justin's good, man. Like, he's the naturally bigger guy. He's the naturally taller guy. He has longer reach, more experience. Like I said, this is his third title match at lightweight, and this is, I think, only Ilya's first title lightweight defense. He's only won belts. He's never really defended them. So that 145. But yeah, like when he beat Volk, it was coming off of, Volk had just lost to Islam. He beat Max, but Max went down in weight. He beat Charles, but Charles wasn't. Charles is kind of at the tail end of his career. He's like the BMF champion. I should tell you what to the level of fighting he's in. More for like unks. So I'm gonna go with Ilya, but I don't know. Not that. I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked. I would be really shocked if Gaethje won, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It would be like Strickland beating Hamza all over again if Gaethje were to win that one. Alrighty. Let me see. The Stanley Cup is on right now. Shout out to Siles. We're rooting for Vegas in that one. I know they just won Game 3. Yeah, after the Hurricanes tied at Game 2. They stole Game 1, Vegas. Awesome. I think they won that one in overtime. And then the other day, they won in overtime as well after being up like 3-0, but giving up 3 in one period. I know fucking Styles was shitting it, but they won in an OT. But yeah, now they're playing right now. So, the game just started by second period right now. So crossing our fingers. I have Vegas winning in 6. Vegas in 6. Rooting for him there. But I think now, time to get to our last topic right here. Sorry, just pulling it up. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. See if y'all got this. We got the Niners schedule for this season. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Week 1 versus the Rams in Australia is going to be on a Thursday, Wednesday type of deal where they're the first game, but it's because it's like a time zone difference. Regardless, I think that's going to be an L against the Rams, week 1. I think I think they split, honestly, but I think the Rams are a better team overall. But I think they split. So this is over early in the season. The Rams, Niners are dealing with so many injuries they have from last season. Yeah, give me the Rams. Week 2 against the Dolphins. That is a win at home against Miami. Yeah, I got San Fran. Miami's a rebuilding team. Niners have their quarterback. Miami really doesn't. Cool. Week 3 against the Cardinals. Win. Another win. I think the Cardinals again are a rebuilding team. Don't have the quarterback. Niners do, and they have a better defense and better pass catchers and a better running back and better skill players overall. Arizona is a rebuilding franchise. I think the Niners sweep them. Week 4 against, god damn, do they have four? Well, technically 3, but it's 4 home games in a row. So if week 1 is in prime time, week 2 is an afternoon game, week 3 is an afternoon game, week 4 is an afternoon game. Okay, so 1 true prime time game through the first 4 weeks. Week 4 versus Denver. Since they're at home, I'll give them the win there. Both these teams have very good defenses. Both these teams can run the ball very well. However, I trust the Niners offense at home more than I trust the Broncos offense on the road in this situation. Give me the Niners right there. Here we go. Week 5 at Seattle, their first true road game. And I think that is an L. I think they split with Seattle. I think Seattle is just as good, if not better than San Fran. They lost a few players, few pieces there, but at home, their first true home game, afternoon game, 1:30, 1:30, 1:30. Damn, they don't play in the morning at all. Alrighty. Yeah, give me that one. So through 5 weeks, I have them being 3-2. Pretty good. Week 6 versus the Commanders. I think that's a win. Did you take the EMP effect? Yeah, I did. That was for early in the season, week 1. Week 1, definitely. And even with the EMP effect, I think they're still better than Miami and the Cardinals. The Broncos will be a close game, but I think the Broncos offense on the road makes more mistakes. So I think it'll be like a one-score game, like a 23-20 type of game, 24-20 type of game. And then they lose to Seattle, but week 6, I think they beat the Commanders. I think the Commanders aren't. They took a step back last year with Jaden Daniels being hurt, and their ability. I mean, can they run the ball this year? I think that's going to be the biggest question for them. What are they going to do at running back? Is it Krosky Merritt season? Perhaps. Still have Scary Terry on the outside, but they need more. That's the thing with the Commanders. They need more. They're a solid franchise. They have a solid foundation, but I need more. Especially because this is Monday night at home against the Commanders. Yeah. Through 6 weeks, I have them being 4-2. 4-2. Here we go. Oh boy. Week 7 at Atlanta. That's a win. I know the Falcons usually play the Niners like kind of close early because it's like Bijan versus McCaffrey and Pitts versus what's the fucker's name? Kittle. So it's like, okay, like we got matchups for marketing. We have matchups marketing. But ultimately, I don't think the Falcons are that good. I think the Panthers are better than them, to be honest. So yeah, give me the Niners there. Probably one score game. I think the winner wins by 6 points. I know, odd in that one. All right, week 8 bye week. That's perfect, man. That's where you want it, like between 8, 9, or 10, like in the middle. Let me see, week 9. Week 9, that's a win. All right, at home against against the Raiders. Yeah. By this point in the season, I think Mendoza will be starting. Yeah, and then the Niners coming off a bye week at home against the Raiders, rebuilding Raiders. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think the Raiders are going to be better this year than they were last year. You know, they got Mendoza, Genti, Bowers, Mayer. You know, they got some. Might be able to score like 20, 22 points a game. You know, like, I can see it, but I don't know. Rebuilding. A year or 2 away for that one. Maybe 2, probably 2. 2 or 3. All right, let's see. Week 10. Let me see. It's at Dallas. Oh, that's a win, bro. I don't know what it is with Dallas, man, but oh yeah, this is one of those turning point. Yeah, are we gonna turn the page into a new chapter? Because straight up, if Dallas doesn't beat San Fran week 10, they making the playoffs. I don't think they are, but I got the Niners in that one. The Niners historically have done very well against the Cowboys, being able to run the ball and work it off play action, especially the way the Cowboys defense has been lately. I think they're going to be better this year than they were last year, but that time will tell. Time will tell. Give me the Niners. So damn, through 10 games, I have them losing 2. That can't be right. They're gonna lose to the Commanders, or nah, they probably won't. They're gonna lose like 2 or 3 games. I think 2 or 3 L's through 10 games. I think it's pretty fair to say. Through 10 games, I think 2 or 3 at the time. Yeah. They have a favorable schedule. Sorry, I have a fly on me. All right, week 11 against fuck man. Did they play like no road games versus Minnesota? I think that's a win. They usually do well against Kyler. Their ability to keep him contained in the pocket, and their DNs are fast enough to track him down. If they lose that one, I wouldn't be surprised, especially if Minnesota is able to run the ball and work it off play action. But I don't think they will. If they were at home, yeah, but I don't think on the road. So yeah, I think that's a win there. Then we got week 12 versus Seattle. I'll give them the win there because I mentioned before they split. There's a home game, and for some reason, through 12 weeks, they only have 1, 2, 3. Dude, are you kidding me? Through 12 weeks, bro, through 12 weeks, they have 3 road games. Oh my gosh. And week 11 against Minnesota is a Sunday night game, so that's prime time. They play the Commanders in prime time and the Rams in prime time. So 3 primetime games through 11 weeks. Fuck, man. Such luckies. What? Such luck. So 12 weeks, you have 3 road games? I wish I had that, man. Fuck. All right, week 13 at Giants. And the road games aren't even that tough, man. That's a win. I mean, don't get me wrong. At this point of the season, you have Dart, Scattaboo, Neighbors, tight end's pretty good. Do they have Ingram? No, I think Ingram's on the Jags now? Or Broncos. I'm thinking of Theo Johnson. They have a pretty good tight end. But it's still not enough, man. It's still not enough. Broncos are going to have the biggest fall off in the NFL. Maybe, dude, with the quarterback injury, coming back from the ankle injury. I wouldn't be surprised. And they don't really run the ball that well either. They have small running backs. They're short. They work better off of like pass catching. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I mean, we'll look at it. Week 14 versus the Rams. Man, you know what? I think the Rams are better than them this year. I think they are. I said they were going to split, but I think the Rams are better. And then I can't have them winning so many games. Like this is insane. I gotta start finding some L's here. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay, I found the L's. I found at least 3 right here. Okay, here we go. I'll take back the week 14. I'll put that one as a dub. I got them putting against the Rams, really. Okay, here we go. That one and it's an afternoon game, of course. All right, Thursday night at Chargers. Dude, we should go to that one. Holy shit. Niners at Chargers. Give me the Chargers in that one. Thursday night at home. Let's go, Farron. Let's fucking go. Let me see. Then week 16 at Chiefs. That's an L. Give me Mahomes at home. They're usually riding high at that point in the season. Week 17 versus Philly. I think that's an L there too. I don't think they're gonna go undefeated at home. If there's one home game I think they lose, it'll be against the Eagles or the Rams. But I think the Rams and the Niners usually have the Rams number. Considering that one will be at home, give me the Niners there. Then give me the Eagles, and then add Cardinals for Week 18. That's a win. So all in all, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, but 3 for sure. 5. I have them losing between 5 or 6 games. Yeah, and those games being, if I were to say, the first game against the Rams, the Seahawks, one of them, the road game, the Chargers, Chiefs, Eagles, and then the Rams game at home and the Commanders game at home are going to be tricky. Oh, as well as the Vikings. Those 3 will be a little tricky. But all in all, those 5, I think they'll lose. Eagles, Chiefs, Chargers, 1 Seahawks game, and 1 Rams game. I think those 5 are for sure, if I were to say. Yeah. So that would put them at about 12-5 or 11-6 season. And like I said, these are all for all these prediction schedules. I do them every week now. I'll probably get 2 through almost every team by the time the season starts at this rate. Well, all the teams that I like, that my buddies care about, so it's like more relevant to our life and stuff. But yeah, barring injuries, barring any like crazy trades or whatever, I think the Niners are a wild card team. I think they're good enough to make the wild card. So a 5 to 7 seed, probably 5 or 6 seed. Yeah. For the Niners, that's like their ceiling. I don't think they're better than the Rams. I think they're just as good, if not a little bit better than the Seahawks. And in a packed NFC, you still have the Eagles are out there. You're gonna have the Bears are out there. Ryan doesn't believe in them, but we'll see later on. I mean, the division's hard enough with the Seahawks and Rams. And then you have the other divisions to worry about, the division winners. You have to deal with the North, the East, kind of not really the South, but kind of. But yeah, should be interesting. Should be very interesting. Let me see. Okay, I think we got one more topic. One more topic. The last one. I don't think I wrote it in the title, but our weekly MLB update. Here we go. Oh! The Rays and the Yankees tied. All right. We got the Blue Jays 32. All right. The Guardians and White Sox. Here we go. Twins got 30 wins. Here we go. Angels still last place in the whole conference. Come on, Farron. Come on, man. Get some wins. Angels. Fuck. We got the Mariners, Rangers, Athletics, and Astros. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams that have past 30 wins. How about 35 wins? How about 35? 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that have got to the 35 win mark. And they're 39 plus 25. So they're about like 65 games into the season, give or take, around 65-ish. So they have 100 games left? Wow. Just under 100 games left. I'll go to the National League. My Marlins, 31. I'll take that. 31 wins. But with the Braves at 45, that's insane. Phillies, 36. Nationals, 34. Let's see. Brewers and Cardinals over 35. Pirates, 34. Cubs, 34. Reds, 31. Wow, this is like still the hardest division. Dodgers at 42 behind the Braves. And Diamondbacks, 34. Padres, 34. So at least my Marlins are not last in the conference anymore. They're 1, 2, 3, 4th, tied for 4th to last. My Marlins. Probably not going to make the playoffs this year. But go Dodgers in the NL and my Marlins in the AL. Who's my AL team? Is it the White Sox? Yes, it is. It's the White Sox. It is the White Sox. I don't like Tampa, so go White Sox. Yeah. Yeah. But that should do it there. Like I mentioned, sorry again for today. Next episode, Sunday morning, like 11, 12. Um, and yeah, that should do it there. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Walk through UFC, NBA, MLB, FIFA World Cup. Hope you guys NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. Hope you guys are enjoying this content. And I'll catch you guys next time on the next episode of the Everybody Their Mom podcast, the podcast that everybody their mom is fucking listening to. See you on Sunday, boys. Catch you guys next time. Peace. Go Knights.